Hey guys, Grease Monkey 34 here. Going to be making something a little bit different in this video. We're going to be making a small 8x12 storage building or storage shed to store some of the good old stuff. Quads, tractors, you know, the rest. So what we're going to be using, I got all these for free mostly, is some 2x6s. These are real 2x6s. By real, I mean they're actually 6 inches wide and 2 inches thick. And they're 14 wide, but the ends are pretty scrappy on them, so I'm going to chop about a foot on both ends, find what the best ends. And yeah, go from there. But I got this bit I had out here for a bit because it would bent a little bit. These are the straightest pieces. So we're using this for the floor. And under the tarp, I got a whole bunch of used OSB board, but this is older type, way more better, or 1/2 inch. Most of them are full sheets, but some are not. I'm using that for the floor and the roof. And over here, we got the wall sections I got for free from a farmer. So I cut them already before when I got them. So the two 12-foot long, about 8.5 feet high wall pieces, and the two on the top are 8 feet by 8.5 or something, or 9. I think they're 9 feet actually. So it's gonna be a 9-foot high building. It better be high than not high. So these are the walls, and for the rest of the roof, well, I got this wood pile I can go through, and then more of those real 2x6s down here I can use. I'm going to be making a peak roof. Plus, I got all this wood over here too. So I got a whole bunch of free wood. Just have to get some screws and start putting it together mostly. Okay guys, don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the layout I'm going to be using. They're going to be 8 feet wide, 12 feet long, and about 9 feet, 10 feet high with the peak. And then there are going to be 2 main boards on the centers and 10 boards down the center, space every 16 inches to make it the best floor you can make mostly. Okay guys, I'm going to be cutting these boards here. These are the thickest ones, and about 2 inches thick, one on both sides. And I cut just the ends off, and that side I'm going to cut a little bit more because it's a little bit, it tapered down on that side, so I want to cut it the most possible. But I'm going to make both of them 12 feet exactly. And I'm just going to use a pencil and a square, line it up with the board, and mark the across and cut it. I'm using a skill saw, so with a rough cut blade. So these are rough anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And those other ones up on there, I'm going to be cutting them at 7'8", because these are going to take up 2 inches on both sides. So that makes 4 inches. You got to take off the 8-footers. So 7'8" is the thing. So I'm gonna get the cutting these, and I'll be back. Now, when you got the boards laid out as you want, you take your handy dandy square everything up on the corners, and then screw it together. Plus, on all 4 corners, you want to make sure these are level, so the whole thing is level. So keep doing that, you'll be fine. Okay guys, got it all put together. I used some 7-inch deck screws, the gold ones, to put it together, and it turned out pretty good. It looked pretty solid. So yeah, but behind my building I found some of these 4x6 beams. They're about 13 feet long, so it's just a little bit hangover. That's what I wanted. And I'm going to throw those under it to make it so you can drag it out easy. Drag it any way you want. So flow those under it and screw them down. Well, one thing I did so you can drag it around easy is I drill some holes. So if you want to bolt a chain or a cable up to it, you can, and tape it this side so it'll run over anything if you need to drag it somewhere. Okay guys, got the beams underneath. Got them all screwed down with the 7-inch screws. I skipped every beam, yeah. That's solid in there. So now I'm just going to cut some pieces and go in between. Screw them down in there, and then I'm thinking maybe a couple corner pieces on angles on 45, just to make the corners a little stronger. And then I think it's ready for the floor. Okay guys, got the pieces in the center, make it all nice and strong, and I did some 45-degree cuts on a couple other pieces and make the corners a little bit stronger. So now it's like nice and strong. I can't even move it down. So next I'm going to take some OSB, slap it on. I like to use plywood, but it's so expensive these days. That's not going to happen. So I got a whole bunch of free OSB, so I'll slap that on and screw it down. I might do 2 layers or something. Okay guys, I got the OSB sheets laid out. These are the better ones I wanted to put on. They're 1/2 inch thick, and yeah, they're in good condition. The way I'm going to be screwing them down is some 1.5 inch drywall screws, so it doesn't break it up too much. Deck screws will like shatter the OSB a little bit. Yeah, drywall screws won't shatter it so bad, so I'm going to be using them. But I got it laid out and I'm going to screw it all the way down. All the beams lined up like in the center of the lines. So I just got to screw it down. Okay guys, got it all screwed down. Nice and solid. I'm still thinking I'm going to go check, but I might put a second layer of OSB. OSB is not the strongest wood. So yeah. Okay guys, got the second layer on. Double thick, and about 1 1/8 inch thick, so pretty good for a nice floor. Heavy duty enough, I think. So I'm going to get the screwing them all down, and then I think I'm going to drag it into the spot where we wanted it, where the walls are sitting, and start assembling. Okay guys, got the clamps and the cable on there. It runs up to here. Got another cable clamp up here, so I can tow it on a ball hitch or something to move it around.
guys. Got the floor into place in where I wanted it, right next to the walls, so it'd be easy assembly. And yeah, but hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next part.